Look, I get it. Maybe you're 17, 18, 19, 20, maybe even beyond that, and you really want to buy a nice car. Maybe it's a rally car, maybe it's a JDM import, maybe it's Euro, drifting, American muscle, whatever it may be. But just hear me out, because I think I might actually be able to change your mind. Now, I don't want to act like one of those losers that just doesn't do anything with their life, and instead they try to tell you to stop buying things that you enjoy, because you should save that and you should put that in an index fund and save your money to get 7% annual returns, which aren't guaranteed and that aren't inflation protected. However, genuinely, I was like you. About 2 years ago, I'd say, I bought my very first car, a 2007 Subaru WRX. This thing was beautiful. It was perfect. All-wheel drive, turbocharged, 4-cylinder with a custom exhaust. It sounded absolutely insane. And on top of that, it was perfect for tuning. Everyone said Subarus blow up, they're really unreliable, but I was like, fuck that. I saved up all of my money. I worked at UPS, then I worked in the film industry, and I was literally saving all of my money. Any of my friends will attest to this. The amount of money I was saving was upwards of 98%. I would literally keep $10 a week for spending, and that didn't include gas or anything. That was $10 I could spend on coffees or food. That's about 2 coffees for the entire week. The rest went to my car fund. And in about 5 months, I finally saved up and I finally got enough. So from about December 2021 all the way up to, I'd say, about April 2022, I saved up for my first car. $13,000, and I was working a very high-paying job, making about 1.3K a week at 19 years old, which was pretty good. I finally got it. The hard work paid off. And it wasn't how I expected. I thought one thing, and everyone thought that's how you'd feel. It'd be amazing. Oh my god, life's great. Life problems are solved. And it only just gave me more problems. Now, I loved that car. I loved driving it. Every single time I drove it, I was ecstatic. Even when I bought the car, I knew I was going to fall in love with it, where I didn't even have my driver's license. My friends had to drive it home from the place we bought because I didn't even have my own driver's license. That's how committed I was to this thing. When I finally got my driver's license, I loved driving this thing. My first car, and it was a fantastic one. I loved the way it sounded. I loved the listening to my music, cruising on the highway, late night drives with my friends. It was awesome. And then the problems came in. Now, everyone says you should drive your car like how it's meant to be driven. Driven hard. Drive it hard. And that's true, but when you're not making a lot of money and when all your money is going back into your car, that one pull could be the last thing between financial stability and bankruptcy. That one pull could be the reason why you're going to sell your car. That one pull could end everything for you. Now, I'm not saying to just save your money and put it away, but cars can be so expensive, and yeah, you can buy a project one and work on it and learn something, and if you genuinely want to be a mechanic, and that is your passion and that is your drive, by all means, buy that car, work on it, learn, and use it to actually benefit your life. But if you're like someone like me, who at the time didn't know what their passion was, that knew they wanted to live a very nice lifestyle of having a nice car, having nice clothes, eating nice food, not worrying about financial stability, then don't buy that car. That car will cause nothing but financial issues. It was so much fun, and I loved it, and I don't regret it because learning those lessons brought me where I am today, which I'm extremely grateful for. But when your happiness is reliant on this car, and this car is the reason why your bank account is where it is, that's a problem. You don't have internal happiness. You've got external. If that car is driving well and everything's going well, it's fantastic. If that car breaks down, now you're depressed. You might think that going to the gym is enough to keep your mind off things and have something to work towards, which isn't your car, which is great, but when the one thing that you're mainly working towards that you keep pumping money into doesn't have a ceiling and it can keep getting better and better and better, you're never satisfied. And that's materialism right there. And the worst part about it It's the same with the gym. You can always have a better physique. And if you go on Instagram or you go on TikTok, all you're going to see are these people online saying, oh, this guy's not even that big, bro. Or, man, that car's got some whack-ass rims. You got a little bit of curb rash. Your paint's a little faded. And if you haven't developed a strong mentality to actually be happy with yourself and happy with your success, then you're going to give in. You're going to see, oh, all these people are telling me I need these things. All these people are saying X thing sucks in the car scene, so I must do this. And that's going to lead you to keep buying into more and more consumerism. It's a cycle. And until you actually free yourself and sell that car and realize, wow, I've now got no responsibility on me, I feel free, that's when you'll realize that having that money is so much more valuable than having that car. That doesn't mean never get into cars. I'm 100% going to get into cars. In another 2 years, I'm probably going to buy a Porsche 911 Turbo. That's my goal. I'm not going to buy it right now. I'm not going to finance it, and I'm not going to sell for a worse car because I know that it's just something that wouldn't really improve my life right now. It would be fun to have, but what I want you to do instead of buying that car is think, where am I right now? And what can I improve to make more money in the long run, month by month? How can I increase my monthly income? Can you learn more? Can you buy a book for $30 that can teach you thousands of dollars worth of skills? Can you buy a mentorship? Can you buy some new equipment? Maybe you need a new computer for video editing or whatever it is that you're into. Try to pursue your passion and pursue a career that isn't school, that's an actual entrepreneurial venture, instead of pursuing that material success. Because you're like this, and as soon as you just get over that wall, you immediately grab on. Instead of shooting a little higher and then exponentially growing, and then grabbing on the wall, and then you've already built up some success that can keep you driving. But if you grab that first wall, that first safety barrier, then it's just going to crumble. You're not going to be able to sustain it. So please, just don't buy that car right now. Hold on for another 2 years, and don't just save that money. Don't put it in an index fund. Try to use it to develop a skill you have that you can make money with that will increase your monthly recurring revenue, whatever that may be. Thank you.